Big Dragons, we are back for another vlog and I feel a little bit conflicted. So we just opened up a new room, which means we have to read a book found on booktube. Now this book is not out yet, so I don't remember if I heard about it from anyone on booktube. I heard about it when I went to ALA or Love You All. So this is where I heard about this. I have also read from this author before. I would like to read this book, to be honest. I just don't know if it's going to happen in this vlog. So this is going to be my book on standby. If I do have enough pages later, or if I have to open up a room at some point, I will probably pick up this book first. But the book that I know I have heard about on booktube is definitely The Dark Forgetting by Kristen Cicerelli. This has been everywhere. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. So I think I'm going to start this book. It is a YA book, and honestly, I'm in the mood to read a little bit of YA right now. And a lot of the books that like people have been talking about are just very, very big. Like I have Bloodbound, I have This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me, I have Stormbreakers. A lot of those are bigger books, so I just think I kind of need a little bit of a palate cleanser. So I think I'm going to start this. I have to go run some errands, and I'm also listening to 2 audiobooks that I have heard about both on booktube. So I am listening to The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I will attach a photo of that book here. And also, I am reading the Honey Mystery series. I'm reading it. I'm going to attach a photo of that book here. I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to end that previous vlog that I was chit-chatting about because this one was just going to take it. So I'm going to take this with me. I have to go to the chiropractor. I have to go to yoga in a little bit. So I'm going to take this book with me. I'm going to try to finish and power through and finish those 2 books for this prompt. But yeah, I haven't counted either of them for, oh, well, I counted. I guess I could focus on the other one now that we have a prompt. Okay, so I'm probably going to finish the B book first, and then I'm going to kind of see what another audio is, because I have counted Inheritance Game 4 pages, which means I can't count it currently. Okay, well then I'm going to have to figure out another book to read. Okay, that's fine. I'll figure something out. Audiobooks, I have quite a few cozy mysteries that I've heard about from Amy Marie, so I could pick up another cozy, I could put up another book, but I think I'm going to start with this one, see how I feel about it, and I will come back and I will give you an update. But my goal is to read 100 pages of this today, and I have not read this book. So, but I've heard about it on booktube. I heard people enjoyed it or wanted to read it. That counts, right? Alright, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, friends. Dragons, I am back. So I did wind up making a couple of changes. I did actually finish a book, and I think I'm going to put it in this vlog because I want to make this a vlog and my other vlog is kind of done. So I would take the honey and run. I think I will have attached a photo at some point. I will have before this clip for sure. And I finished that. I was reading this during my prep for my show. Like the week was just very, very busy. So I read it like over a week, and I wish I would have read it a bit quicker because I kind of restarted this book twice. But I did finish it. It's a nice start to a cozy mystery. It's very, very amateur sleuth. She goes back home to her family's honey farm, and a murder happens, and she's kind of teaming up with her former crush to uncover it. There's only 2 books out in the series, so I may wind up reading this. The reason I read this for this video was because Amy Marie is where I get a lot of my cozy racks, so I wound up finishing that. And then I changed my book because this is a library book that has to go back by next week anyway. So I'd love to finish this today because I have to go up to town tomorrow anyway. So I wound up getting and this one is from Leandra and Danny. The Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances by Glenn Dixon. So it's a short book anyway. And everything I really like was recommended to me was so massively large. So there's a lot of books I've been hearing about, but they're all massive. So I wanted to read a couple that were shorter, like this, and then the audiobook I'm going to pick up, because they're a bit quicker for me to get through. But this is the book that I'm currently reading, and I'm like 43 pages into it, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm going to come back when I read about half of it, because it is very, very short. And then I also may read Hemlock and Silver. So I have some options about what to read next. But honestly, I should probably just read like Bloodbound or something like that, or The Forest Keeper's Daughter, or stuff like that, or Dragon Cursed by Elise Kova. So there are options, but a lot of the options I have are like massive books that I just feel like, because I haven't been reading a lot this week, I want to help my teen a little bit more. And this is super short and also has to go back to the library. So I'm going to go read up to page 100. I don't know when that's going to be time-wise, but I will give you an update. And then I also started, audio-wise, I started This Book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. I will attach a photo of that book here. I've listened to like 5% of that on my bike ride home. I am bike riding again, which is really, really nice. Also, the Long Island Railroad has struck. So I don't know what that means for next week for work-wise. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to work at all. The station that I live closest to does not have anything to the station I need to go to for work, which is Jamaica. So that's going to be a bit annoying. So yeah, I don't know what that's going to do. So we'll figure that out, I guess, tomorrow. But honestly, all the books I want to read, I haven't read on booktube because they all haven't come out yet. So like, I really want to read Shadow Reaper, but no one has talked about that. I really want to read Such a Witch, but none of the books I want to read have anyone talked about. So I'm going to have to wait for another prompt. Good news is all these will work for anticipated books if we get to that prompt. So yeah. All right. I'm going to go read this. I will give you an update when I have it, and we'll chat then. Bye, book friends. Dragons, I am back. I just want to do a quick update. I have watched like a couple of more videos because I am very, very behind on booktube. So This on March is a possibility because I heard people talking about this, and Stay for a Spell is another book I may read for this prompt if I need to. So I'm just going to put these here. And we also have Bloodbound, which is a very, very high possibility because everyone and their mother has been talking about this. But reading wise, I did wind up getting to 100 pages into The Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances by Glenn Dixon. This is the book I did pick up. I'm liking this. It's a novella. I should be able to finish this, if not tonight, then early tomorrow. But basically you follow a main character who is a little Roomba in this house, and they are sentient, so they're all kind of connected to, what is it called? The Watch, like the system, and they're all kind of connected. They kind of help the humans, and in this human there's a husband and wife that lives together, and then the wife dies, and you're kind of seeing it from the characters' point of views. And the husband is obviously devastated that his wife has passed away. He's a little bit alone, a little bit isolated. His daughter was involved with something that kind of got her sent away, and now they're kind of dealing with the consequences of that. And then the woman that died was like a piano teacher, and then the boy is kind of coming and wanting to play the piano because he's trying to get better. So there's like a little bit of an intergenerational connection. This will count for my Our Fantasy Bingo because it has an older main character, which I am really excited for. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a little bit more. It's like 8 o'clock, but I would like to wrap this up and then like pick another book because I struggle when I read short things. But for this readathon, I think that it would. I really want to start Bloodbound tomorrow, but I may pick another book in the morning to bring because I am going to go to a fair, and I cannot probably fit a big book in my bag. But yeah, I am liking this. I'm going to go try to read another 100 pages, and then I'll give you guys an update. It's very, very short, but I'm really liking the main character quite a bit. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, bye, friends. Dragons, I am back. It is actually like really late in the day, but I did wind up going to a street fair that I always go to. I wound up finishing The Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances by Glenn Dixon. I'm gonna give this book 4 stars. I had a super fun time with it. I sometimes struggle with novellas, I just do, but I had heard Leandra and I had heard Danny talking about this one, and I was really intrigued to pick it up. And it's just a very, very cute novel about a bunch of characters, kind of appliances that want to kind of save their family from like an overlord type situation, I guess. They're in like a dystopian society, and you have a couple of secrets you're trying to uncover. I gave this book 4 stars. I had a fun time with it. I'm happy I got it from the library, and I maybe would have liked it a little bit better on audio just because I feel like having the story read to me would have put me in the head. But I did like it. It did count for Our Fantasy, which I'm super excited about. So yeah. I also listened to, during the street fair when I was kind of walking around, I also did listen to about, let me just see if it comes up, about 41% of This Book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. I will attach a photo of that book here. I've been hearing on BookTube. It's very, very women fiction. So you basically have a character, her husband died. And before he died, he left 12 books for her to kind of get through her grieving year, and she's kind of in the middle of that process, and I'm enjoying it. It's a very, very fun read. It's very, very like easy to listen to, and I'm enjoying it. But now I am 41% into this book, And I'm also going to pick another book because I do have potentially 2 days home. I'm definitely not going to work tomorrow because of the strike. I don't want to deal with it, to be honest. But I do have a little bit of a spinner wheel. All of these are big, chunky books, so I don't know if it's going to work. Like, it will definitely work for pages. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it for this prompt, but I wanted to at least read 2 things for this prompt before I decided. So let's spin the wheel. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna read Starside by Alex Astor. Okay, let me go get it and then we'll chit chat about it. It's stunning. It is like my favorite color combination. And I don't know much about this. Enter the enchanting deadly world of Starside where swords have magic. Power isn't inherent, it's claimed. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, I really hope I like this book because this is like my favorite color combination. Okay, so I'm going to read maybe like the first 100 pages of this. I'm going to try to read like the first 100 pages because normally with fantasy, I feel like you need to like get into it. So I'm going to go read the first 112 pages and then I'm going to come back and give you guys like a check-in. But yeah, that is what my thought. I'm really nervous about this because everyone has not liked Alex Astor's YA books, but I'm willing to give it a shot because I do have a pretty edition and it is quite chunky. So yeah, this book is 508 pages, which means it could count for my my big prompt on our fantasy, but I'm gonna go get myself ready to start this book and I'll come back when I have read a little bit more. Bye bye, friends. Chickens, I am back. I just want to do a quick update. I did wind up getting to about page 66 in Starside by Alex Astor, and then I had to put it down because I wanted to go back to the other book I was reading. But I am still going to give this book a shot. I'm still going to probably try to read it probably next weekend when I have a little bit of time off. I feel like I just need to dive into this book and I wasn't that interested in reading it currently, but this book is stunning. So I also previously in a different video, I think I started Shadow Reaper by Lynette Nomi, and now I'm about 30 pages into this book. So I'm gonna read until I get to page 100 and then I'm gonna give you an update because I haven't read a lot. I read a little bit last night and a little bit in the morning. It is the Long Island Railroad strike, which means I cannot go to work for a few days. Hopefully by Wednesday things will get back to normal, or at least commuting wise, but we will see. But I am about 30 pages into this. I'm still watching Running Point. I have a couple of episodes left of that show. And then I'm watching This Book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. I will attach a photo of that book here. It is my current audiobook. And I'm liking that book quite a bit. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I ever said the premise of this, but basically about a girl, her husband passes away and he winds up gifting her 12 books, and she's kind of going through the 12 books. She's reading it. She's kind of connecting to the bookstore owner, and she's kind of the little part I read, like the first 40% or the first, was about her kind of traveling a little bit, kind of connecting to other people. She made some decisions about her job, and I'm just really enjoying it. It's quite a fun read. Very, very passive listen. I don't mean that in like a bad way. But I would like to read a little bit more of that because we did open up a new room, and the room for this room is Winston Lounge, as we have to read a certain number of pages in a day. It's like a mini 24-hour readathon. So yeah, I'm happy that the 24-hour readathon fell on a day that I'm home. Good work time. But yeah, so I'm gonna go read about 100 pages of this. I might try to sneak in a bike ride as well if I can, and then I'll come back and I'll give you a check-in. I have really liked Lynette Nomi's books in the past, so I hope this one is a good one. And if for some reason I get a lot of reading done, I may try to read to page 100 in this to see how I feel, but we will see. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye, friends. Hi Book Dragons, I am back. I just want to do a quick update. I definitely have to look at this camera when I go back to work because I think they messed up my settings a little bit. But I did wind up reading 50 more pages in Shadow Reaper by Lynette Nomi, and I'm loving this book. It's having a lot of elements that I like. I really have to go read Blood Trader, which is the last book in her Prisoner Heroes series. Maybe I'm motivated to pick it up tomorrow if I finish this today. But I'm about 50 pages in, and you have a main character named Very, and she has like a little bit of a complicated past. Her parents died, and she's kind of working for the culture to like kind of be like a reaper, where she kind of brings these creatures in, and she had a connection with one of the people that is working with the evil guy, basically like the villain. And this book is filled with found family vibes, like right off the bat. And then a bunch of children go missing. Basically, in the society, the Reapers can take like the essence of a child and sort of kill them, or just like kind of like leave that, like kill them basically. And 50 children have gone missing, and they don't know what is the cause. And she has a connection with the boy, with a guy working for the evil guy. And I've read about 100 pages, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, I want to keep reading. I love Lynette Nomi's writing style, so I'm really enjoying this as well. I'm also about 62% into This Book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. I will have attached a photo at some point. I'm really, really liking that. Very, very slice of life, very like not like contemporary, dealing with grief, and there's a lot of stuff in that story that I am enjoying, but it is hot. And I am home today, so I'm probably gonna read physically a lot more than I would do that, but I can go for a bike ride if I want to. Tomorrow I'm gonna be home because my dad unfortunately has to have surgery, so I'll be home with the dog, and then we're gonna see what Wednesday brings. I would love to make it to work so that I don't have to use all my sick days, but we're also ticking the end of the year, so I don't know about all that. All right, but I'm gonna go read another 100 pages of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. At a time check right now, it's about 1, so I'll be back soon. Bye, book friends. Hey, book dragons, I am back. I just want to do a quick update. I did wind up getting up to page 208 in The Shadow Reaper by Lynette Nomi, and I'm really, really loving this book, like really enjoying it. Which makes me so sad that I have to put it down, because we did start going for another room, and this, because I have been submitting this for pages all day yesterday, I'm unable to use it. So I'm going to save this book, and hopefully the next time we open up a room, I can use this book, because I am really, really liking Shadow Reaper. I like all of Lynette Nomi's like books. I think I'm going to put that book on my spinner wheel, because I really do want to finish that series. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go start another video because I have to restart this. So I'm gonna come back when I'm ready to start this. I really hope it's soon, because I'm loving this book and I just can't wait to dive in and wrap it up and finish it. So yeah, but I was able to read about 200 pages, and I have about 200 pages left. But I love Lynette Nomi's writing style. She writes political intrigue so well. There's a lot of side characters in this that I'm also super enjoying. So yeah. Let me go get that other wheel ready, and then we will start that vlog. Bye, book friends. Hi, book dragons. I am back. So we are finally back to this vlog because we did wind up opening up the room. I had a really weird week this week, reading-wise. Like, I just was really struggling with focus all week. So I did wind up finishing my audiobooks, or one I was in the middle of. I wound up finishing The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I will still put up that book here. This is technically a reread for me. I wrote this a while ago, but we are heading up to the final book in this series, and I do want to do a bit of a reread if I have time. I'm gonna get all the books from my library, so I'm just gonna wait as the library holds come in, and hopefully I'll be able to read it before the last book comes out. I really do like this series. I think it's a fun read. It's very, very quick. I've never listened to them. I've always read them physically, and I just like it. I think it's a very, very popular series, and I think that it's really, really fun. I have been reading Jennifer Lynn Barnes for quite a long time, and this is just another book that I really have been enjoying. I was able to log pages for this at the end, which is what I wanted. And then I wound up moving on to back to the Libby Page book, which I'm still reading, and that I will attach another photo of that book here. On Friday, I'm like 72% into this book. So at this point, I'll probably finish this audiobook and I'll probably come back and chit chat with you. But I am liking it. I didn't really listen to a ton of it today. Today was a very, very busy day at work. Really, this whole week has been so busy. I've been out for a couple of days, and it's just really, really a little bit chaotic. But I did wind up getting up to page 284 in Shadow Reaper, and I really just want to dive into this book. Quite literally, like, I don't want to read anything else. So I think I'm just going to kind of let myself do that this weekend. And whatever audiobook I have to read for a prompt, I'll probably just kind of backlog pages, because I really am loving this book. I think it's working for me, and I just wish I didn't take a big break between it. But that's the danger of doing competitive-based readathons. You're kind of at the beck and will of other people. So I'm going to try to go read this at some point this evening, but I have to like do some filming stuff. I have to do Instagram photos. I have to figure out what I want to film. I have to also do my TBR game at some point, but I do have off Monday and I do have off Wednesday, and Friday will be like another prep day if I need it. So I'm going to kind of figure out what I want to do, because then we're going into Amazing Readathon. I don't know what any books I want to read yet are. But when I get up to page 300 in this book, I will come back and give you an update. Bye, book friends. Hey, Book Dragons, I am back. I want to try to be a little bit quiet because my dad and my puppy are sleeping. But I did wind up running some errands in town. It's pouring raining. Not the best Memorial Day weekend overall, but currently at least. I did wind up going to the library and I picked up some holds. I picked up The Hair of Whitestone by Catherine Coulter just to have some books on hand for now and the lead up to the Amazing Readathon. And I also got Shippers by Catherine Center. I am feeling a little bit slumpy, so I don't know if I'm going to pick up like another genre that I normally don't physically read. I also finished the Libby Page. I'll attach a photo. I cannot remember the name of this book, but I did finish it. I'll attach a photo here. This book made me think of you, and it was a fun read, very, very women's fiction-y, but it did have a very, very strong like book element to it. It talked a lot about grief, like relationships, family dynamic, very, very women fiction, but there is a subtle romance plot, I would say, and very, very bookish. And then I just read the next 200 pages in The Shadow Reaper by Lynette Nomi. I'm really liking this book like quite a bit, and it's a really, really fun read. I have loved her other series, and it is so cold right now. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to power through and finish this. There was a lot of unexpected twists in this book that took me on a wild ride, and I'm having a fun time. I definitely like the first half of this book a little bit more. I think the first half was about a 5-star read. Second half is reading a little bit more 4 stars, so I'll probably give it like a 4.5-star read. Like if the end will blow me away, then I may give it a 4.5-star read or a 5-star. But I also think this book suffered just a little bit because I read it like in spurts. So yeah, my goal is to go finish this book. I haven't picked an audiobook yet. I did pick one up, but I don't know if it's going to count for a prompt, so I might just wait to see if we open up another room. But my goal for today is to finish this book so I can decide what I want to read next, and I can kind of post this vlog. I also do have to figure out my June TBR for the Amazing Readathon, which I haven't thought about yet, but I have options on my TBR cart, so I have to figure that out as well. I also think we're going to the city tomorrow, so I maybe get to do a little bit of book shopping with my friends, which is nice. And yeah, so I'm gonna go read this. I'm gonna go read the last 100 pages and then wrap up this vlog so I can go back to my other vlog and see what I'm deciding about that, because I kind of dropped that vlog in the middle, and I didn't pick up Curse Breaker again. So all right, I am gonna go read a little bit more of this. I'm also watching the Stranger Things animated series, and yeah, it is cold. It is cold, and it's so sad because I just put away all my winter clothes, so I'm wearing the few pants I have kept out. But yeah, okay, I will talk to you guys when I have an update for you. Bye, book friends. Hey, Book Dragons, I am back. I totally forgot to say that I did last night, but when I was sleeping and getting ready for bed, I did wind up finishing Dawn on the Coast. This is a little, not a Babysitter Club graphic novel. I will have attached a photo of that book here. 19th book in the series. They're really, really short. I normally wait for my library holds to come in because I normally like to read graphic novels on my iPad because I could see that they have iPad view, so I really do like reading them on my Kindle on my iPad because it has a better view for it. I really, really like these books. They're really, really fun. They deal with modern day topics, taking the same basic Babysitter Club story, and I really enjoyed this one. So I will have attached that at some point, but I did finish that last night. And then I just finished Shadow Reaper by Lynette Nomi. I love this book. I'm gonna give it 5 on Goodreads because I think if I would have read it consistently and I didn't take a big break between it, I probably would have given this book 5 stars. I definitely enjoyed the first half a little bit more, but there were so many twists at the end of this that I did not see them coming, and I'm just really captivated. I really hope that, this is a duology, so I really am excited for book 2. My goal is to actually finish her Blood Trader series as well before this book comes out, but I had a great time with this. Found family, romance, romantasy, definitely. Second chance in a sense, and I just had a fun time with this story. I'm gonna give it 5 stars, and I really am excited. So I am gonna wrap up this vlog now that it's been going on for a while. And yeah, I had quite a bit of listening in this vlog. I listened to a couple of books. I listened to Inheritance Game. I listened to Take the Honey and Run. I listened to This Book Made Me Think of You. All of those books were 4 stars, and then this book was a 5-star read. So I had a pretty good reading week, even though it was a rather stressful week in my life just with everything happening. But we are on the up and up. So I will talk to you guys soon for another video. Bye, book friends, and thanks for watching. Bye.